Shalom. I give our praises to Yahweh, Shema Shabbat, Shema Kakadash. And do all to the elders and apostles of great most Son, Thomas Chief. And peace, blessing, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh, so that things which are seen were not made of the things which do appear. Come on, I'm hot, man. It says, by faith Enoch was translated, that he should not see death, and was not found because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleases Yahweh. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh, Moshe, must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. By faith Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world, and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. And so by faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. So it was through faith that he was able to go. And that faith comes from Yahweh, Moshe. By faith he sojourned in the land he promised, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is Yahweh Shema. Through faith also Sarah herself received strength. Mm. Yeah, I'll be done in like 20 minutes. I'll be done in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20? Yeah. And says, through faith, also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Therefore sprang there even of none, or even of one, and him was as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in the multitude, and as the sand which in the sea, sure innumerable. These all died in faith, not having received their promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims of the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country, and truly if they had been mindful of that country, or whence they came out, they might have had opportunities to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is an heavenly. Wherefore Yahweh is not ashamed to be called their God, for he had prepared for them a city. By faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said, that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Yes, I'm not an Ishmael seed. Ishmael has nothing to do with this. Since accounting that God was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come, which Esau wants that birthright back, when he's not getting it because it was never for him. By faith Jacob, when he was dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph, and worshipped union upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel, and gave commandment concerning his bones. These ants, man. I don't remember where I was. This is 23. It says, by faith Moses, when he was born, which was his 3 months out of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a reason, esteeming the reproach of the anointed. That's fun. I don't mind. We'll not come back over here. This is esteeming the reproach of the anointed, greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. So he had faith. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. Bring your whole bus to my whole show. This is through faith. In verse 28 says, through faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling of blood. At least he that showed the firstborn should touch them. By faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, which the Egyptians saying to do were drowned. So yeah, by faith they didn't get drowned, but the Egyptians that were chasing them got drowned. This is by faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them that believe not, when she had received the spies with peace. What shall I say more? And what shall I more say? For the time would fall, also the time will fail me to tell Gideon, and of Barak, and of Samson, and of Jephthah, of David also, and Samuel, and of the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions. This is all through faith, which is given to by Yahweh Shemahosha. It said, constant the violence of fire escaped the edge of the sword. Out of the weakness were made strong, but valiant in fight. Turned to fight the armies of the aliens, being the strangers. This woman received their dead raised to life again, and those who were tortured now set in deliverance, that they might obtain a much better resurrection. And again, this is all through faith. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, gained more of bonds and imprisonment, like John. They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, they were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains, and in dens and caves of the earth. And these all having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise, meaning this promise is coming later. So God having provided some better thing for us, that they without us shall not be made perfect. And essentially they are going to be made perfect. Through faith, America will be destroyed. You have to believe that. As it goes on to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50. And let's see precepts and precepts. Jeremiah 50 and 9 says, "For lo, I will raise unto cause to come up against Babylon, being America and assembly of great nations, on the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. On thence she shall be taken. And the arrow shall be as a mighty expert man, nor shall return in vain, being them nuclear missiles." She says, "The Chaldees shall be a spoil, another name given to America. All that spoilers shall be satisfied, saith the Lord." Verse 13, it says, "Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot against her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord." You have been in America, and the Lord's got something for America. It says, shout out against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. Cast the sword upon Babylon, those that work, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. Fulfill their precious word. And that they shall turn every one to his own people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. Yes, at some point they're going to try and escape America. Obviously that's not going to happen. And it says, "Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First the king of Assyria have devoured him. And at last this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, have broken his bones." Obviously he's not talking about it figuratively. It's a metaphor. "Just therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel. Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, as I punished the king of Assyria." So although this has already happened, it's going to happen again with America. It's the daughter of Babylon. "And I will bring Israel again to his habitation, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none, and the sins of Judah, and there shall be not found. For I will pardon them who are reserved, being the Lord's elect." Verse 22 says, "The sound of battles in the land, and of great destruction How is the whole arm of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon or America become a desolation among the nations? Or is it the Lord is going to do that? Going to make America fall? I've laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation, bringing intercontinental ballistic missiles. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Shemar of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the almost border, open her storehouses, cast her up her seats, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Say all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Warn to them for the day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion, being the Israelites, the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple, being the elect. Call together the archers against Babylon. To those that have nuclear capability, all you that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none of escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done. Do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord and against the Holy One of Yashar'Allah. And so therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, the men of war, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. So the army is going to be destroyed. He said, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord power of hosts. For the day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. He said, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, being the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, being the Negro, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the kingdom, Mexicans, and Central Indians. Judah were oppressed together, all the Israelite foreigners together, and all that took them captives hard and fast. They refused to let them go. The Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. O Yahweh Shemar is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall doubt. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots, and upon, when it says chariots here, it's talking about vehicles, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. They shall become as a woman. They won't be able to fight. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. A dry is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. This is how you can worship yourself. But obviously that's a bunch of lies. If the part over Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor ceased of, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell there. Behold, the people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up on the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel, and will not show mercy. The voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon the horses, and every one put in array, like a man, to the battle against thee, O door of Babylon. And the king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands are waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs of a woman in travail. Behold, it shall come up like this, lion from the swelling of Jordan, unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her? And who is like me? And who will appoint me that I? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? And that being Yahushua. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that they have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that they have purposed against the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, being the Israelis. Surely shall make their habitation desolate with them. And the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. And also it's going to be moved because the Lord is going to send missiles over there. Again, this one last scripture, Isaiah 13 and 13. Actually, no, Isaiah 30 and 30. It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And 2 Timothy 15 and 41. It says, fire hell and flying swords, being the missiles, and many waters, thou all fills may be full, on the rivers with abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities, and the walls, and the mountains, and the hills, the trees of the wood, and the grass of the meadows, and the corn. And they shall make them go desolate, fastly unto Babylon, and make her afraid. They shall come to her, and besiege her, the star and all wrath shall they pour upon it. I should say, the star and all wrath, the star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and the smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that are bound, not all they that be about her shall bewail her. So basically, America is going to be hit with nuclear missiles. And it talks about the smoke going up being the mushroom clouds. But yeah, I hope this is edifying. I want to give praises to Yahweh Shem Shai Bashem Kakadash and Shalom.